Morning students, so let's start our next chapter, conservation of plants and animals. Okay. So topics to be covered in this lesson are introduction, deforestation, causes and consequences, why conserve plant and animals, forest conservation, biosphere reserves, flora and fauna, endemic species, wildlife sanctuaries, national parks, reforestation, and finally the lesson learned. Okay. So what are we going to talk about? Why do we even want to conserve plant and animal? So as you all know that our earth have life, and that is what it makes it unique from all other planets. Okay, so it's not only human being we survive on this earth, but there are huge variety of animals, birds, plants, microorganisms. So we see many different varieties of different organism on earth, and that is the specialty of earth, and we have to take care of these all organisms. So in this lesson we see how can we conserve or protect all the organism, okay, the plants as well as animals, because existence of life on earth make it special. So do we want to lose it speciality? Of course not. We want to conserve it, we want to retain it. And why do we want to conserve it? Why do we want to conserve it? That is also we're gonna see here. Okay, now if we do not maintain the existence of life on earth, then what would happen? The earth become a planet which there is no life. Okay, so we have to take care of our earth. Okay, there are so many issues which are coming up nowadays. Temperature, global warming, pollution. So these living organisms are dying due to these imbalance. So we have to conserve the plant and animal. So if you look at the biodiversity, there are a variety of living organisms existing on earth. Bio means life and diversity means variety. So variety of living organisms is called biodiversity. Huge variety, you can see dog, tiger, lion, elephant. So do you think they are all similar to each other? You see that if you compare their size, their behavior, their shapes, their color, they all are different. They all are different from one another, but they all are living organisms. Okay, so many huge variety of animals, even human beings. We are also the part of a living organism. The tiny flies, birds, fishes. There is again a huge variety of organisms who live in land, on water, and in air also. So you see a large variety of everything. Okay, and they all are different from one another, but there's one thing that is common in between them, that they all are living organisms. Okay, even the microorganism, bacteria, fungi, everything, they all are also living organisms. Some flowering plant, some non-flowering plant, huge tree, a short tree, a grass. There is a very big variety of plants also. So you will not be able to accommodate the variety of plant and animal that is existed on earth, but we can conserve each one of these. But if we follow a certain things in our life, some principle in our life, we will be very well able to protect these organisms. So in this lesson, we are going to focus on how can we conserve or how can we protect the biodiversity, okay, on Earth. Now, this something that is bothering you is, do we want to lose this rich diversity? Our planet is so very rich in in plant variety and in animal variety. So do we want to really lose all these organisms? Well, not really. It should not be done. So what should we do then? What should we do to conserve them? Like you have done a lot of hard work. So let us suppose you have done a lot of hard work, and that hard work, I mean, maybe you have done a lot of hard work in your exam. Okay. When you do a lot of hard work and then you earn something, maybe for your job, okay, you have done a lot of hard work so that you can able to earn money, or you have done a lot of hard work to get full marks in your test. So would you like to lose your marks then? You will not, because you have done a lot of hard work to get 10 by 10. So do you want to lose it? So in very similar way, our Earth also contain of a variety of living organisms. So there is no point that we should let Earth lose their living organism. Okay. So that is why we discuss about the biodiversity. So let us look at first importance of biodiversity. So how existence of biodiversity to our ecosystem. So before we talk about, let us first explain what is ecosystem. What is ecosystem? It is basically a system, an entire system consisting of the living organism as well as the non-living organism. So they both combine to make ecosystem. It consists all the plants plus animals plus microorganisms plus the non-living component like soil, air, water. So all that living or components plus non-living components together form an ecosystem. Now each of these components depend on one another for their survival. Whether it is plant or animal, they are really able to survive in this ecosystem. Okay. So the living component need the non-living component for their survival, and the non-living component need the living component for their survival. For example of ecosystem are, like forest is an ecosystem, because within the forest you have seen a lot of living and non-living component. Plant is a living, soil is a non-living. Okay. In spite of that, there are animals, microorganisms. So they depend upon, that makes a ecosystem. So what happen if we have a more variety of living organisms? देखिए, if species diversity result in more stable biological community as well as the increased diversity result in increased productivity. If you have more variety of plants, your productivity is going to increase. So each species will have a very important role in the entire ecosystem. So biodiversity means boost up the ecosystem. Okay, because the number of organism and species increases, the net productivity become increase. Okay, So ensures sustenance of all life forms, because देखिए plants they prepare their own food, and plants are being eaten up by cow, rabbit, these animals, and these animals are again eaten up by the big animals. So when all these animals die, what happen? They become dead and decaying matter, and this dead and decaying matter they broken down and they mix to the soil. And who do this job? This job is done by the decomposers. Okay, like bacteria and fungi. So you see that all these living organisms they depend on each other. So it is better for the sustenance of all life forms. Also, the huge diversity help in environment also. So if what would happen if species start vanishing? Let us suppose suppose that there are 100 species of animals existed on earth. Now if I say that I want to conserve the biodiversity, that means I want to protect this species so that they can be exist for future generation. Now just imagine what would happen if I will not take care of these 100 species. They will vanish, they will die completely. So they will not be they will die, and the entire species becomes an end. Okay, they become vanished. So instead of, in such a situation, there is an adverse impact. Now how? Let me take an example of plants. Now if the number of plants keep reducing because of any reason, now what will happen gradually? The number of plants keep in decreasing, and when the number of plants keep decreases, the amount of carbon dioxide in atmosphere keep on increasing. It increases because plants are not there to take it from the atmosphere during photosynthesis. Now we get less plant there. The organism there are less plant to take CO2 and give oxygen. And when the amount of carbon dioxide increases, what is carbon dioxide? Is a gas. It is a greenhouse gas. The greenhouse gas increases, and when it increases, what happens? The average temperature of the earth increases, which we call as global warming. When the average temperature of earth increases, it is good for environment? No, this is not good for environment. This is not good for survival of living organism on earth. So that means if species diversity start reducing, it has an adverse impact on environment. So because of all these reasons, we have to conserve our biodiversity, and we have to protect a variety of living organism existing on earth. Okay. So we talk about deforestation, the threats to biodiversity in our next video. Okay. Thank you, class. I hope you all understand.